We have been solving systems of equations by graphing. These two equations are set up in y equals form in slope-intercept form. The easiest way to solve this system is by graphing. To find the solution of a system, you are looking for an ordered pair with the x and the y number as your solution. This is where the two lines intersect. You have three types of solutions. One would be if the two lines crossed and intersected in one spot. Right here, there is one solution. The other type that you could have is when the two lines are actually parallel, meaning that they have the same slope. There is no solution because they do not intersect. The third type would be if all you saw was one line. Is when you graphed it, you only got one line. That means that there are many solutions. That's because the two lines are laying directly on top of each other and they share many points. Now what we're doing now is we're going to be solving by substitution. If you see on this equation right here, on these two equations, on this system, only one of them is written in slope-intercept form. The other one is in standard form. What you will do is you will take the one that where y equals. I'm going to circle what y equals, and I'm going to substitute it. I'm going to put it in the equation for y. Just like in a basketball game, when you substitute in for somebody, somebody has to come out. So as I rewrite this equation, I have 3x plus. Now it used to be y. Y comes out now. And instead, I'm going to put in there x minus 2. And I finish the rest of the equation by putting equals 2. Now there's nothing in front of this parentheses, so all I'm going to do is rewrite it as 3x plus x minus 2 equals 2. Well, this is the same as any equation that we've done. I'll draw a dotted line to show my equal sign. I combine like terms and I put those together. I get 4x minus 2 equals 2. I add 2 to each side, and I will get 4x equals 4. From here, I divide by 4. X equals 1. Now, a lot of people think from here we're done. The problem is we just talked about that a solution to a system of equations is an ordered pair. But I know my solution, I know my x number is 1. I now have to find my y number. You can choose either one of these two equations, but it's easier to use this first one right here because it's already written in y equals form. So I'll bring this over here, and I'm going to write y equals x minus 2. I'm just going to rewrite it. So what I'm going to do, I already found that x is 1. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to bring it up here and substitute it in here for x. So I'm going to have y equals. Now instead of x, I'm going to put a 1 in there instead because that's what x equals. Minus 2. Now I have y equals 1 minus 2 is negative 1. So now as I come here, I find negative 1. There's my solution. 1, negative 1. Now on another example, here are my two equations. It doesn't have to just be the y that's by itself. This time I have x equals x plus 1, and this one in standard form. I will take and I will circle what x equals, and I am going to substitute it into this equation for x. X comes out, so I'm going to have y plus 1. Now I'm going to rewrite the rest of the equation. Plus y equals 3. From here, I'm going to treat it like a regular equation. I'm going to combine like terms, and I get 2y plus 1 equals 3. I will subtract 1 from each side. 2y equals 2. Divide by 2. Y equals 1. But we're not done. Our solution right here, I don't know what the x number is. See, because it's x, comma, y. I know the y. I know that y equals 1. So now as I go back up here and I look at this, I see that I have an equation right here. I will rewrite this right here. X equals y plus 1. Now I already found y to be 1. So this right here is going to come up here and I'm going to put it into my equation. Sorry about that. Right there. I have x equals, instead of y, I have a 1, and then I put plus 1. I finish out the equation. X equals 2. My solution now is 2, 1 for this system. Let's do one more example. Right here. I have one that is in standard form, another one that is in slope-intercept form, in y equals form. I will take what y equals and I will circle it. I am going to substitute it into the other equation. Now I'm covering up that y to make sure I know that that y has got to go away. So I have x plus, instead of y, I have 3x, and that equals 4. I'm going to draw my line here. I was getting ahead of myself. Combine like terms right here. They're on the same side of the equation, so I add them together. And I get 4x equals 4. I'll divide by 4. X equals 1. My solution is 1, and I don't know what the y number is. I have to find that. Remember, it's an ordered pair. So as I look back up here, I already have one in y equals form. So let's bring this over here and write y equals 3x. Well, we just found y to be 1, so I circle that 1 and I bring it up here. I will substitute it in there for the x. Y equals 3 times x. X is 1. Remember, we just found that. Now I have 3 times 1 is 3. Y equals 3. My solution is 1, 3. Watch for the next video when we actually have to multiply by that number that we substitute in.